So, doing a part 2. And why is it I'm doing a part 2? Well, the reason I'm doing a part 2 is because I've enabled creative mode. So, now creative mode enabled, I've got this cheat menu here, and I have creative provider chests, which are a cheat chest. So, let's just drive all the way down. What the cheat chest does is within its logic, it'll provide me unlimited items. So everything this base needs, it is producing. But as we know with the modules, some of that can take a long time, and I promised myself I wasn't going to drive through the oil refinery. So we don't drive through the oil refinery. Let's get all the way down. And one of the first things I'll do is I'll put a creative chest where the modules are being produced. Well, that could have been potentially disastrous. Train's no longer stopping there because there no longer exists. And there's my other car. The one with ammunition inside it. Oh, what's this? Something's being damaged. The radar's being attacked. I don't know why that's attacking. Come on, think. So we need a laser turret. No, it's not there. Do I see laser turrets in here? Turret lance-flamme, turret laser. So we'll just take a couple of those out. It's being attacked there. Right, so I do that. We'll eject all of those. So I'll just pick that up. Now, let's go to where modules are being made. I haven't enabled anything to make the monsters aggressive, so I don't know why that would be. Put one of those in there. And now a fast filter. Can I make, yeah, I can make mini chargeur espace filtrable, blah, 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 blah. And we just want blue circuits. So those. Circuit bleu. In fact, will that even, is that extracting it? Blue circuits, please. There it is. Right, so now do that. And we can see here that it will do it in time. It will be slow. So let's get some super speed modules. Let's get these going as quickly as we can. Oh, hang on. No, these are cheap modules. So this wouldn't be available in-game. But it is part of the creative mod. Oh well. So these will just, as quickly as they can, make modules. And they'll be output to the rest of the network. But that's still not fast enough to satisfy our needs. So I'm going to put this here. And that's providing some things. So if I do that, it will provide modules. It will provide béton. And that's what we want it to provide. So we'll just leave those down there for the moment, along with a void chest. Now let's put the cheating modules in there. And those can be picked up. Right, so the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take off my power armor. Don't want it anymore. That can go in the module, in the waste bin. And let me see. We want power armor. Is power armor available here? Yes, it is. Level 4, which is a mod. Take some of those. Take some energy. And take that. Right, and we need one of the. Take that. So now, if I put the armor on, right, and then I'll put some batteries in there. It is charging up, but it's charging up slowly. So in addition to that, I have some shields. There's some shields. Put some exoskeletons on. Five should be sufficient. And another one of those. I don't think more than 3 reactors is necessary. Put those there. Right. And now, can I fill up the rest with personal defense? Not from that one. And this is now empty because there's just not enough. So for example, it's not doing it because it's not got the modules, and it's not got the modules because they are there. So that just goes to show how long that will last. So let us copy that, but we don't want that filter in there. And I'm only doing this temporarily until production goes up. I'm concerned about that one biter which was attacking the radar. I mean, what triggered it to become violent? Put that there. And we will tell that to be that. Like so. And we are going to do an upgrade to this part as well. Now, if we go here, we can see they're filling up part of they're filling up the network, right? Well, that's okay. They're taking wood from the trees. Okay, But will they eventually pick up the modules? I mean, there are modules here, so there's modules for the taking. But anyway, I wanted a personal roboport, which isn't available there. So I'm going to do another creative chest. Pop you there. And let's see. No, this military's not on that page, so go on the next page. Right, military. A roboport. Mark II. 20 kilowatts versus that 1 kilowatt. Take one of those. And laser defense personal. So now if I go into here, I'll put in one of those. Maximum of 25 robots. So if I put in 2 of those, I can have a maximum of 50 robots. I'll put those in there, like so. And now we have a gap here. Wow, is there anything I can... Oh! Okay. I didn't know the grid went that far down, so there's actually much more to the grid. So I'll put in those, put some more fusion batteries, yeah. And yeah, I think I'll put in some portable solar panels, like so. There we go, and that fills everything up. Right, go to the voyage chest and put everything in it I'm no longer need. Oh, I did actually want some of those night vision goggles. So we'll put in the night vision goggles. Like so, there's one. Right, so now with this, let's have some filters on it. One more. So we shall have all the things which are being desired, the modules, they're in desirement. I believe concrete was being desired, or rather that and that. So we'll take off that. And finally, high-speed modules were being requested. Right, so now all of those go to there. And now we just go there, there, and there. And we'll do some mini chargeur express. Like so. We'll just take that away. So now all they can come and pick up is modules and those. And this should hopefully get rid of the demand for all of that. All of that should now be satisfied. So they'll come in here and they'll start filling the modules in here very soon, I hope. So now we come to the next part of the base. Come up here. And slow down. Here it is. So now, If I deconstruct the base, it's going to lose all its science. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it to research, and that will exhaust all of the various items out of the logistic network. So let's just pop some in there. So let's clear the laboratories out of what they had. You can see purple science isn't being used in this research, so in fact that's a good point. Let's go to that research instead, so purple science also gets used. There's a flaw in my plan. It will get rid of some, but not all of the... So if I put a storage container there, do it like so, and just wait for that last one to do it. And now that's all done. Okay, so just get rid of that. Now if you look at the 196 entities manquant des robots de construction, regarde les cartes pour plus de détails. Well, I wanted to, but then you went away. So one has to assume you've got all the things you desire. So now, if I go to science, which is science here, chemicals, no, is it here, city block, balancer, early game smelting, nuclear power, green, red, blue, circuit designs, science. No, they're still taking their time, so just wait for them to slowly fly in and take everything away and do that. So we haven't lost those science packs, but that's okay. We know where they are, and they can be reintroduced at any point. But come on, construction robots. Seems they're wanting to fly back in because, oh yes, they were busy with the other part of the base, and they're going up there. Ah, those are the ones which I told to, yes, go up there, build that network. So, we done yet? No. Still got more to pull away and extract. And oh, look at that, no copper getting in. That's okay, so now those bits are done. Fill in that gap. I was hoping they'd all go there and just offload everything there. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's the closest available storage chest, or coffre de stockage logistique. But no, it's not. And now you're taking speed modules away. Why are you doing that? Here they go. And I'm hoping they'll come up with some modules very soon. Yep, they are productivity modules. Filling it in. Excellent. Takes the time, but they'll get there eventually. So we go all the way down here, we can see things are working as they should. And it seems really that nothing in this base will get done until this part is done. Such is life. But if I go down there again and have a look, and we see all of that is absolutely filled, and they're picking it up. Let's have a look at this. Une entité manque matériaux pour construction. Well, I'm hoping it's just talking about modules which are missing here. And if I go to the smelters there, oh look at that, they're all starting to fill in with the bits they need now. So go in, and that fills into that. Lovely. And then we see this barge in here is showing the bonus production that these productivity modules are baking. So the energy consumption is 80% what it would be normally. The vitesse de fabrication, the fabrication speed or research speed in this case, is got a 15% penalty, but you gain a 10% productivity and a 10% to pollution as well. So overall, it's slower than if you didn't put the modules in. However, you get more out of each raw ingredient that goes in. And seeing as these science packs, especially this one here, is very expensive in terms of materials, we want to get as much. Now, you might be saying, why not put productivity modules in these beacons? And I think the only thing you can put in beacons is speed. So that's why we have to do it that way. If I take all these items, I'll just pop them into the first one. Like so. There we go. So now we can see my run speed is improved. You know what? I think it's time we find some natives to bother. So it was here, wasn't it? And there's a couple of bases, enemy biter bases over there. So let's go and say hello to them. I've got 10 in there. Ah, here we go. And just completely zapped with electricity, didn't even drain the batteries. If I go up here, you see, we're down to 46% power. Yeah, that's quite alright. Because as we know, the diesel generators come on automatically. And if we come here, we see that our our centrifuges really ramped up in speed. In fact, this line, I think the only reason you'd have a line like that is checks notes. Yes, because you'd be doing something like this, where you'd have the two systems. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, I think we can plug those in together. Yeah. And let's change this to a 4x3 output. In fact, I'm going to request those super speed modules be brought to me. So I can't request them. I know they're down there. So we'll go 4x3. Do that, and now just copy this section over here and copy that and superimpose. Oh, I can't do it because of the train, bloody trains with its bloody, oh no, you must fit into my granular system. I hate your granular system. Why do rails have to be incompatible with the rest of the game? Everything else works on a 1x1 grid, but with train networks, it's like, no, we insist on being a 2x2 grid. And yeah, well, it's just very annoying. And it's bad. And they should feel bad for doing it. There we go, like so. So now, do we have any construction robots? No. Do you have some? No. You? Well, there's 29, that's a start. I can have a maximum of 50. So there's 48. 48's a good number. So if I come over here, and let's fabricate some super speed modules, which will happen slowly. Thank you, logistic robots, for filling me up, but I would really, you'd rather do this. Oh look, let's do the bits by hand, which I can do. So do that. Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. And then one goes like so to there, and the other one goes like so to there. And that will just carry on now at an accelerated pace. Let's transfer the ones I've got. There, I've got a stack of 50 now. So we've got 37 in there. Very, very soon that will get ready to start the Coverix enrichment process. In fact, come on, do the rest. Pop you there, 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 there. And that's... oh no, still got the super speed modules. There we go, that's as many as I've got. So it's not well balanced because the robots still haven't come in and filled it. The balance, come on, how long does it take you to... oh look, here they come. Please be construction robots, not just logistic ones like, oh, we've come to replenish your stocks. Right, where's the rest of it? Come on. Chop chop. Yes. Oh, I can't. I was going to say I can't wait for the last one. Well, I just proved myself wrong there. So now we've got 4 going into 3, and loads of uranium. And using the super speed modules just means that it's mining it much faster than it would normally. So there we go. Ah, look, we just saw some uranium-235 come out there. So in it goes here, and so it's just chunking away, and now it's outputting uranium-235. And that's it, it's chunking away nicely there, and it will just carry on doing as it should. Whilst these centrifuges do their job. So that's all very, very good. Always nice to have a look at that, seeing what it's doing. So every time this passes, another piece of, I say, free uranium-235 will come out. It's not free because it takes time and energy to produce it. But this will be constant production now, and eventually it will have enough excess that it can start feeding on this part of it as well as that. If we look over here, there's no uranium-235 in these parts yet. So what I can do is, using the power of one of these, is we'll just scroll forward, and there's uranium-235. Take a stack of that, just pop that away, and then pop you in there. There we go, like so. And that'll get producing. Lovely jubbly. It's producing away, and it's just feeding back into that system. And because it has some in reserve, it's able to carry on its production, just like that one. I do like the artwork in this, all the little bits which just sort of just like you've cobbled it together, and there's lots of exposed parts. But anyway, whilst that was going on, we noticed that these were being unruly. They didn't like my radar system. So let's go over there and pay them a visit. Perhaps we can negotiate a de-escalation of violence. Well, I went over there was a flash of light, and then they all went away. Brilliant. Who even needs to aim and shoot when you could just walk up to them and... Although, may as well aim and shoot. And there's the construction robots coming into charge, all 50 of them. So we come back here, let's just have a look at what's going on. Still plenty in the production. I'm just going to take that out, I'm going to put some in there, take that out and put it in there. And let's have them all output. So I'm not sure if you noticed that, but the uranium-238 it came out and the filter makes it go there. So that uranium-235 and uranium-238 goes on 2 separate belts. And now it's all gone back into there. And this one just is waiting a bit extra. So yeah, these just waiting for its turn. There goes the uranium doing its job. So anyway, now that's all sorted, let's go back to our electronics base. Let's not drive on the train tracks. In fact, if I go back to the oil refinery, oh, I managed to stop before crashing. I'm getting better at this. So let's just copy one of those. Can I place it in there? Yep. And pop one in there. And I want productivity modules, not super productivity modules, I just want productivity modules. So can I request some to be flown over to me? Those seem to have all been filled with their productivity modules. Yeah. Oh, that's because when they placed the design, they had them in there. So we'll just go there and see, yep, it's the gaz de pétrole. They're all demanding gaz de pétrole. Well, in which case, perhaps this can be offload. That can join our refineries there, because they don't have much at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna help them with that. Do I have any speed modules? Oh yeah, I do have those, but I don't want them anymore. In fact, can't do that. those. I need one of those, and I need briques en pierre to do that. Well, let's go over and get one of that. These continue to work, but now it's just a pompe à l'eau. Whereas before, when it was in the water, it's called a pompe côtière, coast pump. Main thing is I want some pierre, carrel pierre. So I've got some of those. Briques en pierre. Yeah. Now it can be the petit entrepôt d'approvisionnement logistique passif, like so. If I come to here, pop one there, and where is my petit entrepôt? I'm still building it. That's where it is. So now it is there. Got one of those there. And I still don't have my my modules. I would like my modules. So let's request some of those as well. And they say there's 50 on the way. Well, I don't see 50 on the way. Ah. Just scroll down here, have a look at this. Yeah, they're still happily manufacturing away. And I did tell them to make as many as possible. So they'll be busy for a while, but we can see production there soon going to cease. Very, very good. Oh yeah, and I told them to be as fast as possible because at one point that was bothering me. And the faster possible at the time did include usage of certain level 1 modules. Anyway, do I have these yet? Sur la route 50, sur la route another 50. So no, we don't yet have those on the way. There they are. Ah, can't use it in this recipe. In this recipe. Can't use it there. Alright. So that was a con. Well, in that case, I could use efficiency modules, but we'll just do a speed. Speed would be good. And let's eat up a lot more of arbre. Yes, we dig all of these arbres and we eat them. 86,000. How about that? That should keep you supplied for a long time. Here they come. So 3 in there, 3 in there, 2 in there, 2 in there. Now we just need to wait for the arrival of bois. Oh yeah, let's go over here. That's going as fast as it can now. Let's just come over here. And any minute now there should be a fleet of construction robots ripping up all these trees and rocks, and here we are, we can see they're starting their job. You can see the ones here are looking quite poorly. In time those would have been deconstructed. But if we just have a look at power consumption, because we've told a lot of robots to fly away, so yeah, that's you can see there the 192 diesel generators, they're producing 768 megawatts of power. Very nice. Let's have a look at these. Come on, get all those trees. I demand them all. This forest has grown for long enough. It must now be harvested. We seem to be all going to the top. So they're starting at the top. Oh, there's a little tree that was just in between those two generators. And I think we should have this line upgraded as well. Like so. And just do that there. There we go. And we're also going to upgrade these two. Brasse robotisée haute capacité. As we need it to satisfy the increased demand. You can see that it's just very quickly pushing it in. So now if I take in pétrole, and not go in the same network as the gazole. Can't go there. When we want it to connect to here. Right, let's do it like that. There we go. And we'll use a pump so that it's all going one way. So now if I look here, yep, that's all nicely filling up with gaz de pétrole. If we go to our oil refinery here, well, this part is still saturated, but that's because plenty is coming in over there as well. Well, that should make a difference. So it comes in there, comes in there, comes in there. Yeah, it's all loading there. Alright, well, can't explain that. But in the meantime, this part of the facility will be producing for quite some time now. If we go here, see that, yep. So, this running's fast enough. I'm just going to run up there. Just wait for the construction robots to rejoin and subsequently leave again. I can't wait for them forever. Let's go up here and say hello. Right, they're all dead. Now I can fill in the gaps. Beautiful gaps. Oh no, I want those, but that's okay. As soon as the logistic robots pick it up, they'll put them back. Oh, this took some damage. So let's go and make some electronics. Who's as excited for electronics as I am? Blah, I hear you say. Good. Then you'll like the next part. So let's have 4 lanes of plastic, because why not? I may find 4 lanes of plastic is excessive. I may find it's not enough. Sure nice if I had a bout balancer book which was all in blue, so that once I placed it I didn't have to upgrade and then upgrade, but that's okay. It's still functional. It just means I have to do 1 or 2 steps more, which is quite alright. So charbon in. Oh, look at that. It's almost, but not quite there. Do that. And do that. Pop those there. Right, so now eventually robots from all the way down there will pick up. Yep, they're not picking them up just yet, but they will pick up the rapid belts. Les conveyeurs bleus. And as we can see, this part has now reached equilibrium. And I believe this part of the base, yes, because this part is now filled up nicely. So production is now going to this part. Very good. Let's just have a look at iron. Iron is nice up to about there. Yeah, and in time it'll fill up nicely. Still a bit poor because, of course, there's still large demand for electronics. Let's have a look at this. 1046 entités manquantes des robots de construction, which means there's some trees that need eating. For example, there was something there, yeah. And there's, yeah, robots there. Well, I think there's enough in the logistic network. No, we've used them all. Right. In which case, I know we have logistic robots in the storage network, so let us request them. So we're going to request construction robots be delivered here, which is not the best place for them, but they will come. There's, see, 1900 on the way. So now logistic robots from here somewhere. Where is my roboter? There's my robot constructioner. In fact, let's upgrade all of that now. Yep, upgrade that. Upgrade those. So upgrade all of that. Let's get... Not sure why... I mean, they seem to have stopped production. And it doesn't... I don't think there's any robots in there. So I don't know why they would have stopped. Really don't know why they've stopped. But yeah, all 4,000 of construction robots are currently busy. So yeah, just have to wait. I imagine they're all busy cutting down trees. So here comes some logistic robots, hopefully to pick up the construction robots which are in stock. But in the meantime, let's go on to the next part. Next part of the build. Oops, didn't want to do that. So we want copper, plastic, and electronic circuits. Right, so take those. Like so. Now, next part, plastic. So we can just copy all of that. Delete that part. And copy this part. But make it line up correctly. Like so. And now let's fill in the gaps. Oops. The sounds of new belts. I'm sure they will fill my dream soon enough. So the thing is, one might ask is, well, why have you gone ahead and cheated and used those modules to fill in things? But the thing is, because I saw this constant like whinging, like, you haven't got enough of this and that, and I thought, okay, it's just temporary. I'll use the creative mod, and then I can stop it. I can quit any time. And here we see construction robots are being brought by the logistic robots into the requester chest, which is in turn being offloaded here. But then the logistic robots will go there, which is terrible. I don't want that to happen. So not there. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a filter inserter, like so. And then the filter inserter will just go logistic robots. So if there's any logistic robots there, it will pick them up and put them into there. Forever keeping that frame the way it should be. Right, so we are going to need sulfuric acid for this. Oh, what do we need for sulfuric acid? We're going to need sulfur. What do we need for sulfur? L'eau, gaz de pétrole. Okay, that's simple. That needs plaque de fer, soufre, l'eau. Okay. Well, we've already got gaz de pétrole up in this section of our base. L'eau we can get from there easily enough. That's still not connected. I should do that, and you shall be connected. There we go. And that is, well, that's just offloading as quickly as it can. It's a shame though that it's consuming the fuel so quickly that it can't get into these other lines. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, what if a local buffer was put in each of these? That wouldn't make much of a difference. Plus the buffer would stop working if there wasn't power. That's okay. I'll just accept it running like that. Okay. And welcome back. So, as it does bother me slightly that this has not got enough charbon, we are going to have some more of these, because I think these are really good. So I'll put one up. Oh, can't put it there. Can't put it there. I can put it about there. Yeah, I can put it there. If we look here, we see there's very little water in the reserves, which means they're all running flat out. So I'll just copy that and copy it one more. There'll be a place which you can fit in. And just look at the gaps here. Well, we can't do it because that's in the way. So perhaps, no, we'll just do it there. One there. And one there. Yes. No. Oh look, we haven't connected the rest of this yet, so let's do that. Why is that not working? Because that bit is missing part there. Like so. Yep. Now let's connect the electronic circuits. Like so. And then we'll just do that here. Whoops. Put it there. Now, back again. Let's put in more 4x4 balancers here. Like so. Oh, look how quick they are. I wish they were as rapid when coming back. It would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice? It would be grand. Do that. And then do that. And then this bit shall be deleted. That's what I'm going to do, is just copy all of that, like so. Superimpose it here, exactly like that. Because after all, we've gone to the effort of doing it before. So save ourselves some time. No, I am going to put a buffer network, a coiffre dampon there, and I'm going to request that it has those, yes, and it'll have those, yes, and you will also have these, yes. And that won't be enough for our network, so also we'll have 500 on site of those. We shall have 250 of those, and I think 150 of those should be sufficient. This has not fulfilled it exactly, not to worry. We just do that, that and that, like so. And we can see we got the stuff en route. In fact, we got everything en route we need. So I'll just take off the grid, don't need that. See, they're flying back with all sorts of things from the base, which was deconstructed. Going to the storage warehouse, yep. And then I imagine it'll very quickly come back up. But will they pick the belts from here, or will they go all the way down here and pick up those? No, we can see they're picking up those belts. Well, not to worry. So, No, but I said I was no longer preoccupied with that. Let's be preoccupied with this part, shall we? Additional power for the base. I think once we get blue circuits produced there, the tricky bit will be connecting the train network. I'm not looking forward to that, but we'll connect the train network and then we can have concrete. I think we can agree once we get concrete, once things are a bit more concrete, we can start to celebrate. Oh, you better believe me, I'm going to be celebrating when there's concrete in this. Pop that in there. Pop that in there, and that in there. Well, it's filled up with gas, but can't do much at the moment because it needs water. So let's just get it to water it so it'll grow. In fact, let's that will make me happy. Like so. Meantime, we'll copy this part. We'll have one there. One there, and one there. That's all good, but if I come to this side, yeah, there's only so much can be come out because not enough water. But that's okay, we'll have that fixed soon. Just go over there and thought there were some natives. Let's have a look at our fuel cell production. Oh, that's good. We're making fuel now. Yeah. 980 in there. 1.2 thousand in there. Wow, that's great. That's all we need. So we just have to wait a while for the landfill. Remind me again, what is landfill? It is remblai. Remblai. And that's coming with those. They must be logistic robots. If we see here, these are construction robots. No, those are also logistic robots coming to fill this part of the network. And what about the robots here? They've done their job. Maximum 350. No more can be put in there. Unless I was to tell it to go and harvest more trees or something. I'd have to harvest a lot of trees. I might be able to do such a thing. Oh, I'll have to go over there in a bit. Here they come with a remblai. Yes, yes. Do so now. Those in there. And do one like that, one like that, and that one won't be quite compatible. Put one there. Put one there. And then we don't have any. Ah, we do. Just needs to be placed in there. Like so. So we have a local reserve of gaz de pétrole. Now, those come in. And now these two can do their job. Yep, that's connected to the network. If we just have a look, in that past minute we see a big spike in machine à vapeur, and yeah, that's all good. Like so. Like so, and then So even though I said it will only provide enough, there's insufficient water to satisfy 14 of these chaudières à pétrole. However, these are running full capacity all the time. So we're going to put an additional pompe côtière here, which should provide all of these with any excess water they could want. So now, let us go up. As we can leave them to do their job. Oh, this place looks a lot less pretty without the trees. Never mind. Those trees will be rendered into petroleum products. I'm sure they'll be happy with their new existence. Didn't even breach the shields. Do I still have... No, only 42. May as well bugger off then. I'll pick up some fresh construction robots. Ah. What's the... Oh, that's okay. That's all working as it should. So take 50 there, do that, like so. In fact, do that. There. And now I can have 50 of those. I noticed there was something up here that was bothering me. What have I done wrong? Those go through, yes, but that goes through to there. Well, that's incorrect. So I think I put one there, I put one there, and that'll carry on very well. Like so. Now I can do the same here. And I can't make those. No buffers. Some there. And oh, look how damaged that is. There's even a broken construction droid. Oh. Nope, they're not going to go there. So now it's a case of blue circuits. Blue circuits. Plan 2. Plan 3. There. We want to put one there, but we can't. So let's go over to that site as there's construction robot patiently waiting for the biters to move out of the way. But I think they'll need some gentle persuasion, which the construction robot is incapable of doing. It was not programmed for diplomacy. Would the car be faster than me? I don't know. The fact is, I'm a lot more survivable than the car is. So, there's that. And there goes the construction robots. So I'll do the same to the one over here. You are now surplus to requirements. Please vacate the area. Yep, that's all there as it should be. Those construction robots seem to be travelling with purpose. Right, so if we come here, and circuits. No. So this is blue circuits, yes. And there's blue circuits with modules. So put one there. Put one there. Had a call from a family member, and oh, it's sad to see them in such a state, and being reminded that some of us are worse off than others. So let us feed us with the solid ingredients it wants. It wants that, and it wants red. So it's just green and red goes in, and sulfuric acid, and that's how the magic happens of circuit bleu. I'll do that. And you know what? We don't need the power poles there, because the power can be transmitted via that. And that's good. The local construction robots are using the buffer chest. So let's do this. Right. Do that. Do that. And yet it's not satisfying all of the demands, so because we have used up all 500. Wow. It's amazing how quickly 500 belts gets used. Or more than 500 belts, I should say. I thought 500 was being generous. Anyway. Not to worry. So this going in will be green. And I think on this we're just going to go with a simple one lane per thing. And that should be sufficient. Now this one will go off like so. And do it like that. And do that there. Reclaim some of those. Yeah. So this one will be red. So we'll take off that one there. And then we'll put in a balancer just there. And the next one we'll take from that lane. Yes. Now, we will copy at most that, which will be superimposed there. The grid says we're aligned. Take off that. Take off that. And then copy that there, like so. And likewise we will do the same to here, copying that like so, doing that, and then doing that there. Now we shall do some more to here. Whoops. Missed one. Oh, went up a bit too far. Didn't need to do it all the way up there. Like so. There. Right, so sulfuric acid. What does sulfur need? Sulfur is petrol and water. Right, so where we'll get water from there. If we have a look at the production here, we can see that water is not quite fully filled, but at the same time it does mean that these ones have enough vapor or vapeur, as do the other side. Right. Now how about one of them nuclear fusion reactors? Nuclear fusion, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. But it will need to be near a source of water. So where do we build it? I think this could be a good location. Yeah. Let's get a nuclear reactor. Don't want small, want a big one. So that gives us an indicator of what size it will be. Small. Small. Yeah. Large 2.55 gigabyte rectangle. That's the one for us. So we can build it roughly here, like so. And let's just build some grids around it. Hopefully that won't interfere with that. So that's a lot of materials to bring up. Which means that the construction robots are going to be very busy soon. And we can see only 100 of them are being, well, that's probably because this is not part of the network yet. But anyway, let's go and help them out with that, shall we? Now, where does the water input go in? If I was water, where would I come in? That's all steam. Water must be coming in there, right? So, is this where water comes in? I'll have to wait for it to be built before I can ascertain such a thing. Go there. In the meantime, let's have a look at our robot production facility, which is here it is. Yep, still chunking away at robots. And if you have a look at electricity, it's just about doing it. But if the accumulator charge ever goes down, then we'll see. In the meantime, let's just build some of these things. Now I'm going to tell the logistic I only want 100 of these at one point. So no more than 100. Because it's always nice to have some around. But I don't need to be carrying the entire forest with me. that's it. May as well tell it to. I don't want any of those in my inventory. Thank you. And likewise, I don't need any of that in my inventory neither. So you take those. So now if we have a look at the construction robots, there is 900 of them in service. Oh look, they're building some solar panels next to the nuclear power station, and isn't that nice? So we are going to make this coast nice and flat, and this will make it much easier to put our pumping stations on. Yes, there we go. Let's copy one of those. This will be for our oh, that's a nuisance. I'll just put it there. Okay, so I only have 49. Ah, I've lost one somewhere. Such is the way. Put 49 in there. We'll pick up another 50 when our nuclear power plant gets done. But in the meantime, let's just have a look. Do we have a fleet of robots coming forth to bring the items that are requested? No, it just seems to be wood shuttling from one area to another. Oh well, coming to here, which is good. That is where we want wood. Let's just have a look here. Plenty of crude oil. And plenty of those, which, as we can see here, this just sort of ticks on a little bit here and there as they have reached, as the conditions are satisfied. When they go above 20,000 units, these pumps turn on for a split second. Now, I suppose I could use the same circuit logic that did hysteresis to say, I want you to turn on if the conditions meet it, and then not stop pumping until it reaches 19,000, and use hysteresis there. But as it is, I don't think it's not going to cause major issues to our game, having the pumps just turn on a little bit here and there. So yeah, let's just have a look at these. Oh look, they're already putting, bringing up nuclear fuel. A bit premature, isn't it? No, I wouldn't be putting nuclear fuel in there yet, but there you have it. Oh, and I want some sirens as well. Or some haute belleur. I'll make 5 of those. We'll look here, the remblai is fitting in nicely. And now they're coming up with, these are the materials for the nuclear reactor. Good. So what happens to a nuclear reactor if there's no water to keep it cooled? I mean, has anybody experienced a nuclear reactor which doesn't have water cooling in it? What happens when it gets really hot? Surely no one would do such a thing. And it looks here that that these reactors are off at 15 degrees, and this is at 15 degrees. And that doesn't show a temperature, but I would assume if it did, it said 15 degrees. But that's good. Just means that everything is, yeah, you want that. There's already 2,000 in the logistics storage. It's great. Diesel generators are off. 78% power stored. Which is plenty there. Picking up 312. Picking up 260. Let's do some research in the meantime. Can do all this stuff, can't we? I'm not researching anything new. Well, that's new. Armure de puissance numéro 2. But the rest of it is just further refining existing technology, just making it a bit better. So we go to our laboratories here. You can see they're going as fast as possible and they're being productive as possible. Excellent. If we look at this one, we can see here that it's got more than everyone else. Everyone else just has 2 of a product. And copper reactor grid there. They're all just recharging slowly. They've got big batteries to recharge, so there's that as well. Now, we go all the way there, we see we've got our water line. So whilst that nuclear reactor is getting built, which will take some time yet, let's go over to the let's go over to the future site for sulfur. Ugh. Chemicals. So this is a site for sulfur. That's a site for sulfuric acid. And that one looks like the best site for sulfuric acid. So if I place it there, we'll just do that, and then hopefully the buffer chest, the buffer chest will mean that these guys come in very quickly. I don't have any construction robots, I want that to change. And you have 2,400. So what's going in? Well, these will need, I think it's iron. So we're drawing off. Yeah, we can draw off. In fact, let's do a mirror of each of them. So mirror there, and then mirror like so. Yep. and there. Now, I want you outputting to there. Copy that. Now these are copy, take off from the two internals. So if I take off from the two externals, right, so we want the internals out of the way, like so. Copy that, like so. Oops. Copy that. And then copy this. Right, so now do that, do that. Do that there, do that there. And do all of that, but one step back. One there, one there. Like so. And with one balancer. We see here the demands are for all sorts of things which we are producing in our network. So I could use the creative mod to rapidly spawn them, however I shall not. I shall wait for the hub to diligently finish manufacturing those items that are requested. You can see here that that's been busy, but that's that there. This one, well, it's done those parts, but let's pick up another 34 of those. Let's pick up 2 more of those. Yeah, I think that should be okay for now. So, do that there. And now what? We need petroleum. And that too demands petroleum. about there. If I do it there, yes, this will be good, so long as I use these to do that. Pop it in there. Like so. Now let's make sure water gets to where it's needed. This is a water line. There is water. Now let's make sure that petrol is also being satisfied. And I believe that is everything. Well, they're not getting everything because they're not all connected up to tubes, so that's why. In that situation ameliorates itself. Let's have a look at the nuclear reactor. Those reservoirs, which people don't seem to think are very important when you're doing a nuclear reactor. That will be part of the logistic network as soon as it's plugged into the power, which requires a poste électrique. And these are just flying ahead with materials they've got to satisfy the grid over there. This is going ahead and it's now producing sulfur used for making sulfuric acid, and a little bit of runoff too, which, in addition to the line of, there's a line at the charbon, there we go. We've got all we need to make explosives. So, explosif, charbon, soufre, l'eau, and then from those we can go and make ourselves stuff like the obus, explosifs, barres de plastique, plaques d'acier, obus explosif, explosive shell. It just needs more explosives. And then obus de uranium, you take an obus and you mix some uranium-238. And obus explosive uranium, you take an obus explosif and you mix it with uranium-238. And an artillery shell, you take a lot of explosives, you take some obus explosif and a radar. So we shall need all of those. And what about missile explosive? You take A missile which is explosive. Yeah, there we go. Right, so all of these things will need explosives. And yes, I remember we did build a factory for explosives earlier, which should probably satisfy all of our demand. And there it goes, there's our sulfur. Nuclear fuel levels critical. 2.4 gigawatt nuclear plant needs water. It needs turbines, and it needs us. Alright, so I think we're at the stage now where if I look over here, yeah, it's a relatively flat coastline. It could be improved. Oh, didn't need one there, but never mind. Right, so we'll do that. Let's straighten out that coastline because it's not quite done yet. But in the meantime, can we get sulfuric acid to where it is wanted? Let's have a look, see if it's possible yet. Copy that there. Copy that there. There. And there. And if I just do copy on that and superimpose that like so, jolly good. Except we don't want this bit here. That's not necessary. So do that. Like so. And we'll just take the output from there, like so. Yep. And let's route it all the way around. Sulfuric acid. And if we have a look, sulfuric acid is indeed going into that one, but it's not going into this one because those tubes don't exist yet. That's why. Yep. Power armor. Burny things burn faster. Explosives are more explodey. Energy weapons are more damaging. You can carry more follower robots. Worker robot battery 10. And mining productivity increases. So indeed, these are now outputting. I'm sure production would be better if it was... I don't understand why would you... Why would you use productivity modules level 1? Bit of a mystery, that one, I must admit. But if we look here, our module productions, it's all full. Very good. Do I have productivity modules in my logistics? It doesn't look like it, so let's request that. There we go. So good, we've got everything being produced on site. And we can now use trains to ship in those various materials. Now let's go to our nuclear power plant, which is still not finished construction, still missing 5 reactors. Yeah. So I go to one of these parts in the blueprint. It should have in here, I'm hoping this short connector, no, doesn't seem to want to connect to any part of it. Ah, so this connector's there, and this connector's there. Hmm. That's for the small one. Pumps, short connector, long connector, turning connector, offshore pump, medium. Oh, this is a strange way of doing it. Yeah, I can see. Ah, but that's the one we want. Just Control Z that. Yep, that all works. And turning connector, like so. Yes. Good, I can make it go around. Like so. And like so. And have a turning connector in. Do another short connector there. Like so. Right. So this one will connect with these. Yeah. Oh, how frustrating. Now I'll repeat the same thing, probably down here. No, no need to do it down there. That's all the water connections needed for this reactor. And 2.5 gigawatts will be more than enough power. In fact, it will render the other ones obsolete. But that's okay. We're always glad we built them. So you've got full stock of gas oil there. These are they're still making some, aren't they? Yeah. So now let's just wait for all the bits to go in there. I'll just take off that connector. Oops. So I'll just take those off. That's clever, but is it too clever? I'm going to have to request some remblai. Gaufre tampon, and we shall have in this many of those. And in addition to that, well, maybe not so many of those, but no, you won't be able to store 10,000. So this will make only 1,000, please. And there's nothing in the stockage logistic. All right. Wow, just 2 then. So, and this one, take out all of that. Put demand in there for demande les tuyaux souterrains. And then I guess just wait for them to be built, because the demand is always there. Meantime, let's get that 4004 bits of remblai. And the remblai is being built all the way down here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. I'm telling it to pick it all up. Scroll up, have a look. Not much of that's getting through, is it? Oh, very little. But the fact is, as we've got localized smelting on, we will be bringing in all these materials, so these smelters can eventually be decommissioned, and they'll just have a nice big stock whilst that's happening. Yeah, because at the moment they're all smelting all the time, so there's plenty of demand for this. It's just coming in continuously. All right, well, we can do an upgrade. There's always, that will always help things along. So do an upgrade there, and do an upgrade to that part as well. That should help just speed things along. So that will go from 15 objects a minute to 30 objects a minute. So if you see here, you can only carry 15 objects a second, whereas that's 30 objects a second. So as soon as the logistic robots drop them off, they immediately get picked up and put down again. There we go. Well, it doesn't really matter whether the logistic robots drop them off here or they drop them off on me. Either way, it will help with this build. And that's good. The remblai has come in. So what we can do now with this is we'll build the first row of pumps, like so. And then these ones will demand some remblai. Very good. Didn't know that you could make that part of the you could actually make that part of the blueprints, but it seems you can. And then we'll put those ones there. And that'll be all the pumps fitted in, except we still need another 12 pumps. So can I build them? 15. No, it doesn't need any of those. So what were we looking at? What was it that caught my interest? It was something that... What was it? Oh yeah, that was it. It was the loading to the smelters, which was... No. Smelters are here. And that bit's yet to be upgraded. Oh, that's offloading slowly, isn't it? But it shouldn't make much of a difference because... Well, we'll just see. The main bottleneck is this at the moment. When I get that dealt with, hopefully the rest should fix itself. So we're just gonna sit here and wait. I mean, there's plenty in there. And there it goes. It's now upgraded, and it's getting what it needs. So it's all just filling quite nicely. And then this part here should start outputting properly when it gets what it needs. Imagine it will take a while to filter through all of this. So, in the meantime, that bit is still taking its time, but as we can see, we're getting water in plenty of this. In our little lake, as opposed to a large siege part. And I'm going to tell them to stop filling it in now. Do you know what? There's going to be a large demand for those for quite some time yet. So, let us make a temporary facility for the construction of underground pipes. Let's go up here. Didn't even need to fire my gun. It's just easier to walk through them. So we'll take off from these lines. Take off one there, one there. Let's build some of those. Now to make that you need plaque de fer and tuyaux. Right, so these shall be making tuyaux, and then those shall go underneath. Like so. I shall copy those to there. But that will not give me the room to do my thing. Rah! Like so. Put some of these in. Like so. And then the output of these shall go into thems. No, not quite. There, pop into there. That's still wrong. Huh. Like so. So now we just need to wait for these machines d'assemblage très rapides to come along. In fact, you know what? There's always demand for pipes as well, so we'll have pipes. And where they're going. Still missing 2 reactors. Ah, now I can tell them to make a tuyau. You make a tuyau. Look at them just ramming straight through that tuyau production. And you shall make trio souterrain. In fact, just to give the factories a chance, I'll use slow inserters here, so that most of the production just goes straight to there. Can I? No, can't put productivity modules in it, so just speed modules it is. Not that it makes a blind bit of difference. And do some of that. Oh, why not? They can only load in so fast anyway, but in fact, I think that's excessive, so we just do that, that'll do the same job. Yeah. And there we go. There's our temporary pipe producing facility. Let's have a look at that nuclear power, shall we? It still needs the steam turbines, or turbine à vapeur. Oh, that was my supply of those. I'm going to make some of these by hand. Ah, give me everything. That's great. Rather than going to the factory, they're giving it to me because I'm guessing private logistics, personal logistics, is more of a priority than anything else. In fact, what do we need for a steam turbine? Right, you need plaque de cuivre. As soon as they're dropping it off, they're picking it up. I'm thinking these are construction robots that are dropping it off. Or are they logistic robots? I can't make out. Well, yeah, it does look like construction robots. No, construction robots coming from here. And they're doing it not in the order they were placed, they're just doing it in any old order. I would like them to fill up that one. But what I would like and what happens are two different things. Yeah. Let's help myself to some copper. And you know what? Cheats, personal cheats, crafting speed. Let's give myself a bonus of 375. That sounds like a nice big number. And look at that. I can still see those numbers counting down, so it's not infinite, but it's fast. Pop those in there. And of course the logistic robots give me back nearly everything. Now let's see if my personal construction robots will go, oh yeah, steam turbines. No, we're going to do NAF all. How many steam turbines do we need? 16. Well, I just built 26 of the damn things. So if I put a storage chest there, it's not part of the storage network system now, so yeah. Logistics system. And copy that in there, like so. Right. So I'll just deconstruct that. They could come in, pick it all up. Jolly good. And now we're just lacking a nuclear reactor. Can I build one of those by hand? Big burner generator, réacteur nucléaire. No, you need béton. So I can't build one of those. Oh well, nice try, FBI. Not today, NSA. But I mean, this has got water, it's got fuel, it's just, it's lacking that one. Oh. No, it's getting up to temperature. Even though it hasn't got everything, it's going for it. In fact, what if I just put one there? Do we see a nuclear reactor in there? What about on that page? Do we see a nuclear reactor? Yep. Maybe it was the previous one. Let's see. No. Réacteur nucléaire. There we have it. Oh yeah, we do have it. So now that's everything going off. And for some reason that's not being fed with any nuclear fuel. Now it is. And this is getting a 300% bonus because of its neighbours that are nearby. So nothing will happen at the moment until it reaches about 300 degrees. So this is 300 degrees. Got no vapour at the moment. But once that goes past 500, that's when some fun starts happening. I hope my shields protect me against the radiation this is giving off. I don't think this is a shielded reactor if you look at those rivets in there. No. Ah, and it's just picked up the first bit of spent fuel, so at 452, yeah. Let's follow these on their flight. 467. Oh. 478. 486, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we're getting there. 500. So now it's taking a while for the heat to get from here to here. If we look here, 407, 408, and there we go. We're getting vapor. Not getting it all the way. They still take a while to warm up, but if we look there we go. We have nuclear power. How's about that then? So if I go back to the nuclear refining site, which is down here, they took in those spent fuel rods here, and it outputted some uranium ore. Well, we didn't see that, but I'm sure it happened. So now there's another entity in this, which is active energy source, passive energy source, active energy void, passive energy void. We shall build a passive energy void because I want to drain as much power as possible. So this will start demanding just the entire network. Just give me everything you've got. But it won't do it to the point where everything runs out. It will do it a bit better than that. And as we can see here, I think this will be a good sort of stress test for our nuclear reactor. So fuel's going in. Things are still heating up. And 500-degree vapors coming out. So that's all good. We're going to leave that for now. But this will also be demanding maximum from everything. So it's demanding the maximum from here. It's demanding the maximum from here. And it's demanding just, if it's got it, it wants it. Now, if I was to connect in a active energy void, like so, and put that there. And now we see the demand has increased, so not only is it demanding, it's demanding not just everything we got, but it will just continue demands like a short circuit. So right, now that's everything from the network, and we should see, yep, the diesel generators just come in. So I'll put in the passive energy void. Whoops. I'll put the passive energy void in there. So now if I have a look at this, we've got ourselves diesel, steam turbines, turbine à vapeur, machine à vapeur. We've got the panel solaire as well. So that's absolutely everything. And that's consuming 2.8 gigawatts. So we just look down here, we see, yeah, there they are, running away quite happily. And we're just going to do that. We're going to have that run for quite some time now. So it's coming up with more fuel. We can see as the vapor gets into these parts, these steam turbines are turning on as well. Oh, I love that noise. Such power. Only 651 degrees. I want more heat. Come on, you can give me more than that. Get to 999 degrees. Anyway, we'll leave that running for now, and then if you look here, 3.4 gigawatts. So that's 2.2 gigawatts from nuclear, 768 from diesel, 419 from steam, and we'll probably get, I don't know, 200 megawatts from solar. But we're going to leave that to do its job for now. So we go over here. And look at those tubes there, doing what we want, which is very good. Sort of happily feeding away, giving us tubes, lots and lots of tubes. So now I'm going to apply a upgrade planner to this. Because I want these to output more than just I reckon we can get more from them. Oops. Oh yeah, I know we're supposed to have belt immunity equipment now. Let's have a look for that belt immunity equipment. Belt immunity equipment. Equipment d'immunité à convoyeur. So if I can possibly spare myself some panneaux solaires, and I put in that. Oh, it's actually much smaller than what I thought. So now I will stop being moved by the convoyeur. One moment. So we interrupt your show to bring you mid-afternoon toothbrush break. My toothbrush, which is, oh bugger, look at that, that's annoying. My toothbrush, which has served me quite well for more than 4 years, has finally, well, it's not completely given up, but the plastic covering the button has broken, so it is on its way out. And I thought to myself, I'll get, it's a Philips Sonic Hair, I'll get another one that's the same, so I can reuse the same toothbrush heads, and I'll get myself a new thing of toothpaste as well. So I got myself some very bland mint, which is good because I've had mint before where it's so bloody spicy, it's burning the tongue. And it was nice, it was pre-charged. So yeah, I just put it in. And it comes with a charger as well, because somebody, who shall remain anonymous, likes to borrow my charger, as my charger has the ridiculous 2-prong UK shave attachment, which is not a European standard. It's a British 2-prong plug. But the only place you see one of those is bathrooms which have got that socket specifically fitted in, or you'll be in you'll have more likely you'll have just one of those annoying 3-pin to 2-pin adapters. And I'm thinking to myself, well, why would I do that then? Why not just why not just have a UK plug on it? So when I got that charger, I cut off the 2-prong adapter, I put a UK plug on it, and somebody else thought that's a great idea, so they keep borrowing it, which is fine. I just have to sort of ask them once a month and say, you know, that plug you're borrowing, yeah, can I borrow it back, please? Or you mean, can you have your plug back? Well, I didn't want to put it in that words, but yes, give me my damn property back. I like the juxtaposition of politeness with a little bit of rudeness. So, we need to do a branch for trains. And I think we shall do it in this sector here. So, do we have an auto nearby? No, we don't. Well, it's okay, we can just run there. Like so. Run through the corpses. But they're alive. Not for long. No, don't look into the laser beams. It's not good for you. Now, where was it that there was some creatures bothering me? Oh, well, I think they're gone now. Let's run up here. I think what I'll do once I get concrete producing is I'm going to go on a clean-up campaign, because this wilderness is filthy. There's dirt everywhere. So we're going to pave everything over, and that'll make things nice and clean. And then I can have my construction robots just, or maybe logistic robots going around with a brush and just brushing everything and keeping all the dust off. So yeah, I think we will have we shall have our rail network extend up. Now let's have a look. What rail gauge are we going to use? We could use a T intersection. We could use a cross, but what's going to get... In fact, a cross is a good idea because we're going to have things going down. So yes, we will be using the cross. Dun dun dun. Use the cross. And yep, that'll all fit into there. And let's use the highly professional, definitely not a bodge job, adapter. We'll just have to cut out a few more segments. Like so. And I want to copy some of those. Likewise there, and just keep it as it was. Do that. Right there, that's so. I don't think I need one of those in my blueprint. Sauvegarder le plan. So now we are using grid 1, plan 1 for these ones. So I can just go up here, straight signal, straight double, that's what I want, straight double. Oh, and it seems I do have some rail segments in my inventory. Ones that must have just been picked up. So just plonk, plonk, plonk. And now I can have 4 stations if I use Nilhouse's thing. So we do a bodge adapter. And let me think. So we'll have iron, copper, electronics, red circuits, blue circuits. That's 4 stations. Yep. Yeah, I think that yeah. So we'll use Nilhouse's stations then. So we'll use our incredibly good and exclusively available to me adapter, and then we will get in chemicals or refining. Where's your train stuff? There's your city block. Stations. Like so. There. And then it's just a case of Q to copy some rail segments, like so, and copy all the way to there. Yep. And then copy those to that. Just keep copying them until they go blue, really. Like so. Now let's go back down here and have a look at how things are progressing. And I think we'll do the same. We'll have 4 stations for offloading as well. So we'll just... Oh. Okay. That's alright. I'm sure it was a suicide pact. Yes. You can't prove it was otherwise. So I can go about as far as here. City block. Yep, that's the one. Just need to clear out these ones. Here. And then I can superimpose that there. Like so. And who is trying to text me? Oh, my teeth feel much better now. I've had a good old brush. So let's use the adapter. I'd like the adapter to be on the same page as those. So we'll just put the adapter there, like so. And go to 1. No. There. Now if we go to 1, the straight double will superimpose itself. I don't want it to superimpose itself, so we're going to chop out all of it to about there, and then we're going to put the adapter. And I am going to clear that a new one, and I'll call this Super Bodge 3000. There we go. It's got a name, description. This, hang on. Oh, bugger. I just cut out the part I didn't want to cut out. Brr. Oh no, it's all gone to poo. It's alright, I can copy it from another location. We have the technology. So if I just delete those bits there. Super Bodge 3000 takes your grid aligned rails and adapts it to Nilos's track gauge. I know all these trains are the same gauge, and it's the spacing in the rails which is different. However, yep, that's it. Super Bodge 3000. That will go into the description on this video. There we are. Isambard Kingdom Brunel would be proud. I think he would actually. I think if Isambard was the sort of person to play games, he'd probably enjoy Factorio. Can you have 6 stopping? I don't know how many you can have stopping here. Yeah, it looks like 6. Cool. Okay. It's more than I thought. Perhaps it's time I started upgrading this as well. All the way up to there. If we have a look at this, 8 entités manquantes de matériaux pour construction. So if we go, well yes, we build things very quickly now, don't we? So I just go up here, and yep, they all go flying in, and that's jolly good. Oh yes, and the buffer here, what was it called? Le tampon. That's it. The coiffre tampon is no longer needed. So we'll get rid of that buffer chest. And the coiffre tampon ici is no longer necessary to construction requirements. We should get rid of those as well. Really like this. This design is great. So Yo-Yo Ma, you have done well. Oh, and they're actually pulling the belts from up there, as opposed to picking them from right at the bottom of the hub. Well, perhaps buffers will be advantageous later on, but let's just keep watching it as it flows along. Now, we didn't say anything in our buffer about if you get mini chargeur. So mini chargeur rapide to mini chargeur express. It is express. And I can't make that because I don't have the bras rapide. La demande pour l'objet déjà existe. Okay. There we go. So that means that bit will load as quickly as possible. Once all of this gets upgraded. Just sort of go there and have a look. Do some by hand. Help out our robot friends. There it is coming along. Yeah, well, that's good. That's our bits are done here. So now I think it's time we start making some stations and locomotives. No, I'm not waiting for you. You can come join me at the new site. And here's our new site. So now, let's get our locomotive. No, we want some train stops. Arrêt de train. Arrêt de train. Oh, yeah, I was right. So if I put one, it's going in this direction. So these, so yeah, I can have 6. Wow. So I can have 3 stopping there. And these ones, I'll have 1 there and 1 there. So I'll just take that one off. Oh, that's right. No, I can have a minimum of 0 wood. There we go. So now, we've got our truck. Can we start making rocket fuel? For rocket fuel, I'll need we'll need a number of things. Oh yeah, that's painful. But then again, it's been more than 12 hours would have been 7 in the morning, and it's been more than 18 hours since I've had any pain relief. But at the moment, I just want it so I can sleep long periods of time. So I want rocket fuel. So to make rocket fuel, what do we need? we need to be in the right menu, that helps. Rocket fuel, pétrole légère, combustible solide. Okay. We don't have much here. We do have some over here. Rightio. Where are all of these going? Ah, they're going to deconstruct the le coffre tampon, which has been deconstructed. So we'll copy a chemical plant, like so, and we'll copy another one. Yep. Yep, like so. And we need requester chests to go into it. And then, do we have any of those? So yeah, we want go there, 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 and right, that one and that one. Right. Into there. Goes into that. Got any straight pipe sections? Like so. And now you're going to request solid fuel. And make it 1200. That's a nice number, isn't it? So you do that, you do that, you do that. And do that one's in there. And now let's get some illumination on the scene. Like so. Yep, that will be good. All's proper, all's working. Now, assembly for me. Oh, bugger, it's not a chemical plant that does it. It's done in an assembly plant. Oh, egg on my face. Here comes the solid fuel. Here comes the lack of this. That's disconcerting. Let's see if we can fix this situation. now we're getting some light oil coming out. So only pump if it's less than 10k. And that's just, if it's greater than 5k, then pump. What if I told you to say that would be 20? So if that gets above 20, it'll start pumping. And you only pump if it's less than 10. Well, that needs to be greater, so let's make that 21. Let's make that 1500. And now let us make the thing what I asked you to make. Carburant pour fusil. And that's going to take its sweet time, so let's replicate this facility. So, like so, and like so. There. Not going to have much solid fuel left after this, but hopefully our one facility making solid fuel will be more than sufficient. No, no it will not be. But that's okay. We're going to take that away and we are going to put in requester chests. I don't have any requester chests. I shall request a requester chest. Look, I've requested it there. Well, where's my requester chest then? It's on its way. That's why. I need to copy you and come over here. We can see now that diesel production is not meeting demand, because that was only supposed to be a temporary thing, but we made it untemporary due to the nature of our great work. Yes. Oh, I'm enjoying this. I really am. Now, if I was to change the recipe from, say, heavy oil, it used 20 of those, and if I change it to light oil, it takes 10, and if I change it to petroleum gas, it uses 20. So the most efficient of the petrochemical products to make this is in fact that one there. So now do that, but I also want one of those, put it in there, and I'm going to deconstruct that because it is now surplus to requirements. So all of that can go, including this bit here. No, I'm going to show you be necessary. In fact, we want to start using beacons, because in this, I think this one, this design which I'm coming up with, which is an exclusive to this channel and this playthrough right here. You are seeing it first. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this is an exclusive design. But we can only have one. Yeah, I'm only putting in one thing. So the Super Bodge 3000 will be it. If you want this design, do let me know in the comments, and I will make it available. Maybe I should make my own paste bin. How about that? There's a strange thought. Yeah, just you can go over there like so, because I wish those to be there and that to be there. Right, now if I copy this to there, copy you to there, and you to there, there and there. Right, so now pop you there. In fact, copy, yes, like so, and there we go. And we will need to tell these what you shall be producing solid fuel from light oil, pétrole léger. I need to build some of those as well. Let's have a look here. Let's take our passive energy drain back as I don't remember seeing those. Almost tempted to, if I do load the mod, that means I won't have it. Oh, look at that. Are they producing pollution? Let's take off the logistic network coverage. Yeah, I think, well, pollution's coming from some source. Let's take that off. And, oh, look at that. Power's just, and then suddenly the accumulators filled up. And we go to this now. Well, they all seem to be hovering around about 600 degrees. That's sufficient for what we need. I think there's probably some sort of logic here which says only put it in if it goes below this temperature, not just go maximum temperature all the time. So this should allow this to start filling up with vapor now. Yeah, in fact, if you see here, that's filling up. That's good. So yeah, we can see that's really ramping down now. Very little. It's still doing some, but that's much better. Give a chance for these to cool down and tick over. And likewise, if we go over here, see that's just ticking over as well. Tickety-boo. Yeah, so if we just have a look at our power consumption in the past 10 minutes, we can see it was interesting. It seems to rise up. Oh yes, because it goes up and down in time with that. Yeah, interesting. Well, anyway, and of course the generator gas will just switch on and stays at a steady state. But I'm going to pause the recording there as I, wow, 3 hours in. Yes, let's pause it there. In fact, let's stop the recording right there because I don't want to get over 128 gigabytes for her.